All right, good morning, and welcome to Wonderful Wednesdays at Westport. Just wanted to give you an update about what's going on at our store, and hope you'll be joining us for lots of different things this summer. We've got lots of fun classes planned, and that's what I really wanted to talk to you about for the first couple of minutes. My new calendar is not up. My calligrapher, aka my granddaughter Abby, who usually does my calendar, decided to go to the lake this weekend instead of redoing my calendar. So she's out of school now, so I'm going to grab her and get it done. So next time, hopefully it will say June up here. But just so you know, tomorrow there's a sit and sew here at the store from 10 to 4. I will be overseeing that. So if you need help with a project that you're working on, join us. It's 10 to 4. The cost of the class is $20. You do not have to stay the whole day. You can come for a couple of hours. But it's a lot of fun, great way to meet new people. So that's tomorrow, 10 to 4. On Friday, we actually have beginning sewing. We've called it Sewing 101, but now we're going to call it beginning sewing because that's what it is. And Chris, if you'll walk with me. I just wanted to show you the cute little project that you make. It's a little zippered bag. Got some stuffing in it, so I don't want to show you that, but you do some decorative ribbon. You learn how to sew on a button with your sewing machine. You attach the ribbon with decorative stitches. You put in a zipper, so it's a great beginner project, and it's really cute. You could use it for makeup brushes or pencils or just about anything that you would want to use it for. So please join us on Friday. That class is 10 to 2. It's beginning sewing or Sewing 101. The kit is included with the price of the class, and we still have room in that one. And then Saturday, our embroidery club that was supposed to be our May class, we're going to actually do on June the 4th. So Barbara will do a demonstration of that in just a couple of minutes, but we still have room in that as well. And our other classes that we have coming up, I especially wanted to mention our children's camp, our kids camp. We've had lots of questions and inquiries about that. That is the third week in July, starting on the 18th. And we've got some fun projects planned, which we can't seem to put our hands on right this minute, but we will have them to show you next week. But it's a whole week, 10 to 1 every day. And they have 3 projects that they'll be making, a tote bag that's really, really cute, a little basket, a By Annie Petit Four basket, if you all are familiar with the By Annie projects, and something we can't remember. There'll also be some smaller projects that we'll throw in. They will have a snack each day. It's a lot of fun. It's a good introduction to sewing for young girls or young men as well, for young children ages 9 to 14. So we'd love to have you join us for that. We will have another embroidery club this month. Again, Barbara will talk about that in just a few minutes. We do have some great promotions at the store for June. I was just trying to get them all looked up for you. For one, if you'll walk over here, Chris. Arrow has extended their special on their chair till June 15th. So you now have the opportunity to buy one of these adorable chairs that are normally $3.99 for $2.99. They are just awesome. They hit you right where you need to be hit, right in your lumbar. Very, very comfortable, well padded. They also have storage in the seat, and they have a hydraulic lift, so you can get it to the exact correct height that you need. Also, if you just come in and try it out, we will give you the little free sewing tote. They haven't come in yet, but we're making sure they're on the way today. If I owe you a free tote, if you come in to look at the chair, you might want to drop me an email, lcarswell@backauthority.com, and let me know that I owe you a tote, and come in and try the chairs. They are awesome. From our sewing machine companies this month, Barbara's on the Brother Luminaire. The Luminaire through July 31st is available for...
Where's Chris at?
We'll get back to Barbara in just a minute, but just to see the Luminaire through July 31st, you have your choice of 60 months or 72 months, 0% financing on the Luminaire, which is awesome, which brings your payments down very low. We also have a great in-store promotion. This is from Russell, our owner. We are low stock on the Bernina 770 QE. It's a very popular machine for us. What we have a few extra of the 790. I don't know if you can see it very well. Looks just like the 770, except it says 790 on it. We are doing a promotion where you are going to get the same price for a 790 that you would for a 770 QEE. That extra E is important because that means with embroidery. But if you bought the 770 with embroidery, we're going to give you that same price on the 790. I personally own the 790 and absolutely love it. I know when we talk about Bernina, we don't think about embroidery as much as we do great quilting, great sewing, the best stitch out there and so forth. But believe me, this machine does an awesome job with embroidery. I just embroidered 4 sets of towels for my granddaughter Evie, who's going off to college in the fall, and it did not hiccup one time, and I'm talking about big embroidery. So it's testimonial time here. It is an awesome machine. So we're excited about that promotion. We're excited about the Luminaire promotion. Over here. All right, and Viking has a couple of great promotions for us as well. I thought I had turned that machine on, but it must not be plugged in. The Ruby 90 is available this month. Awesome machine. I don't have the embroidery arm on it, but it does have the super large embroidery arm. The Ruby 90, $5,000 off the MSRP with a trade-in. That can be any trade-in. So it's a really, if you're interested in one of the top of the line Vikings, this is the time to do it. The Ruby 90 is the one just below the Epic. Has all the features of the Epic 2. There are a few new features that the Epic 2 has, but this has everything else. It has that huge space, great lighting, just unbelievable machine. One of my favorite machines to embroider on. Great embroidery machine, great sewing machine. Also the Topaz 50, $1,900 off the Topaz 50 with your trade-in. Also, if you'll turn around here, we have great pricing on the M7 this month. This is the super machine from Janome. If I can get the light to come on. And then we also want to announce that we have the M17, which is the brand new machine from Janome, available. We have one in the warehouse. We don't have it out in the store yet. But if you're interested, let me know, and we will make sure that you get to see it. It is going to be a great seller for us. So those are some of the exciting things we have going on in the store this month. One more thing, just to see how many of you are really listening, really watching our Facebook Live on Wednesdays. If you come in the store before Saturday, by Saturday, June the 4th, you have all day Saturday, I'm going to give you 25% off one regular priced item. It could be a presser foot, it could be a piece of fabric. Does not include machines, unfortunately, but any item in the store that's regular price, I will give you 25% off that one item through Saturday. Just mention that you saw that announcement on Facebook Live. Okay, so I'm going to walk over here and turn things over to Miss Barbara. And she's going to give you show you some of the things she's going to be doing in our embroidery club in the next few weeks.
That's right. Well, this Saturday we're having actually the May Embroidery Club. I had to have some surgery, so we were kind of displaced for a few days. And what we're going to do is this pot holder, and it's just so cute. In fact, I keep telling y'all about my daughter. She saw it and liked it, and that's another thing that disappeared from my house. So, but anyway, I'm in the middle of making this pot holder again, and I'm using the Luminaire, the XP2, which is a fabulous machine. And so it's so easy to do in the hoop, and it's just you add I use poly mesh as my stabilizer, and then I added a piece of batting, and then I added a piece of that fabric that's used on ironing boards, and everybody knows what that is. And then in the June,
But I don't.
You don't know what it is? You don't know what an ironing board cover is? Okay, we'll have to educate you later. And then in the June embroidery club, we're going to do in the hoop a pin cushion and thread catcher. So can you get the close up on that a little bit, Chris? And so that's going to be a lot of fun to do. So we're doing a lot of fun things. We got a lot of classes coming up that you might be interested in. And this morning I am making this pot holder again. So what I'm doing now is I've done the base of it, and I'm adding the corners of it where these black corners are. I'm adding the corners except they're kind of wild and purple and green and all that kind of fun stuff. So we have to finger press that. We laid this down and stitched it, and then we finger pressing it to stay down. So I'm gonna put the foot down. Better push that thing. If you ever have a brother machine and the embroidery unit's not working, always look at that little lever on the side there, because more times than not, if it's not working, that's why.
Okay.
So it's great. It's a wonderful machine. It does more stuff than just about cook for you. Okay. Then it goes to another corner. So it's coming down to this corner. So I'm taking a 5-inch square, charm pack square, and you lay it down face down. And you make sure that what the side that's going to fall back is the side you want to fall back. So that's the one I want to fall back. So what's going to happen is it's going to lay that in there like it should be. Now we're going to, it's going to stitch down, whoops. Oh, this is great. The needle came unthreaded, so I'm going to show you this great needle threader. I love this needle threader. It's fabulous. So you go through that little arm on the needle. Then you come here, go over number 6 and 7, and you come and cut that. Then you hit this button right here. And then look at this, Chris. All right, so here we go.
That is so cool.
It is cool. I love the Brother needle threaders. They are so fabulous. Okay. So I've got to go back now. So to go back a few stitches, I'm going to go into this setting, and I'm going to go back about, let's go back 10. Okay, that takes us to the next one. So we can scroll through it till it gets back to 0 on this particular stitching. So here we go on that. I hope everybody had a great Memorial Day.
I did. Did you?
Yes, I did. Okay, that was a placement stitch, so we know where to put it. Now I'm going to put the stitch, this is the stabilizer stitch to hold that fabric down. we'll fold this back, finger press that down.
You know, I hope that you make me one of these pot holders.
You do.
Yeah.
Aren't they cute?
They are cute.
They're very cute. Okay, then it proceeds to the next corner. So, okay, we're on the bottom corner here. So we're going to put that one down. Make sure that it folds back enough to cover the thing. So I'm going to hit the placement stitch. So this goes around and tells you where to put your fabric. Last Saturday, or last Friday rather, we did this pot holder at the Clarksville store at the Clarksville Embroidery Club. And the girls were just so thrilled with the way it turned out for them. So what we do, if you fold it like that and lay it over the placement stitch, you know that it's going to be in the right spot. So in order for the stitching to be underneath and not on top, then you stitch it on the back side and flip it over, and then it stitches the top side around the edges. Then you pull that over, and we're going to finger press that down. Let's take that under there. And then it's going to go around the edges of it. Okay, in the last corner here, put the placement stitch down.
So this machine just does it all.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great machine. I love it. And that financing deal they've got going on right now is fabulous. So we lay it down there to make sure that we've got enough space to embroider it. And then we're going to pull this under it because it's going to lay that line that you're going to fold over so that it'll not be showing on the top side. And then we flip it over again. Finger press it down. There we go. So I'm just holding it down to get it started. Okay, the next part we're going to do is this little circular flower. And one of our students is here, Jean, and
Hi.
she's learning. She bought an XP2 and she's learning how to use it. So we're going to be doing a class in a few minutes, and she's standing over here watching and learning from us here. Okay, so the next piece is going to be the centerpiece where the flower is.
Pretty.
It is pretty.
I mean, look how fast she just got this all together.
Okay, so it's going to put the placement stitch down. Because we always want to make sure that we're putting our fabric in the right place for it to be embroidered. Because if we don't have it in the right place, then we'll be taking out embroidery, and I can tell y'all that is not fun. Not the least bit fun. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll use this green piece for the center. Okay. With all this stippling on here that it did, I have to look close to make sure that I'm getting it in the right place. There you go. There it is. Now it's going to stitch it down. There's just so many fun things you can do in your embroidering, and one thing that we're going to have a class on this month of June is quilting in the hoop. So if you look right here, Chris, with the camera, this is an example of one that I quilted, did an edge to edge in the hoop, and there's all kinds of designs available for doing this, and we teach a class that tells you exactly how to do it, and when you leave the class, you're good to go. One of the girls in my quilt guild has just been having the biggest time using the quilting in the hoop because it's so much fun, and she doesn't have to take her projects to a long armor to do it because she can do it herself on her embroidery machine. So she's just been thrilled to death with that, and so that's something, Jean, you might want to consider taking.
Yeah.
And now, when you're quilting in the hoop, okay, it's going to make a circle in the center. So I'm going to put this little piece in there. Right in the center. So, it's making the little center thing here now. All right, one thing that we have to do whenever we're embroidering, we need embroidery scissors. And I'm going to get mine out because I can't trim that without it. Now, don't look at my embroidery box because it's so well organized.
How can you find anything in there?
I know where everything is. There you go. There's my scissors. Okay.
It's like me in my back room.
That's right. Okay. So when you're trimming embroidery, you want to hold your fabric up straight, and you want to cut around the area that needs cutting out with the fabric straight up, and stitching flat on top of the stitching. And if you do that, it cuts it nice and close. And you need your embroidery cut nice and close whenever you're going to be doing satin stitching around it. And so that is the purpose in cutting it close, so you don't have little frayed ends sticking out anywhere.
Oh.
So And the embroidery scissors are, they have a double crook there. It comes down and then it goes out and then the tip comes up. And that's so that you don't stick your scissors through your fabric. Oh, you know what? I better trim this too because I'd encourage everybody that is interested, come to the kids camp we're going to have. And if you're an older person who would like to learn how to sew, then we can arrange classes for you as well. If you just let us know that there's a need, we'll be glad to do it for you. Right, Miss Linda?
And what?
I said I told them that the kids class is for younger kids, but if you're an older teenager or even a younger, anybody who would like to learn how to sew, then we can accommodate classes for them.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And we'll be glad to set something up.
Yep.
I'm having to trim around this little thing. And I was explaining to everybody you need to cut on top of the stitching because it was, if you don't, it will have little hairs hanging out.
Exactly, you have to get really close.
And by stitching on, and with embroidery scissors, you can accomplish it really easy.
Right.
And we do carry both the 4-inch and the 6-inch
Yep.
scissors. And we've got some new fabrics in, and hope you'll come by the store.
Tula Pink Tiny Beast just came in, and it is awesome.
It is so
It
cute.
is so adorable. Oh, it is
It's
so
love-
adorable.
I just love it. It's so
Yeah,
pretty.
very colorful. Oh, of course, it's Tula. And the great thing about Tula Pink fabrics is they all coordinate with each other. They all, if you have an older collection, the colors are still going to coordinate, so you can mix and match, which I love.
Oh, I do too. And it makes the cutest things.
It does. It does. If I can ever find my bag, we'll do the bag we're going to do in kids camp this
Oh, yeah.
summer. Still kind of looking for it. It's made out of Tula fabric.
Oh yeah, it's really cute.
It is cute. Yeah, it's fun.
And so I thought, in looking at it, I thought the girls would really enjoy
Yeah,
making that, especially if we use some Tula fabric.
Yep, for sure.
And we just might do that if that's what they want.
This is adorable. What a cute project.
It is cute. I told everybody my daughter had stolen that one too. She doesn't steal them. She
You
lets.
just need to make 2 of everything.
I guess so.
You need to make 3 of everything.
Yeah.
Oh, one for you
Chris
too,
wants one too. Yeah.
Yeah. Somehow I got the feeling about that.
Is that design like that? Is that who did you get this?
Better yet, Chris, we just need to teach you how to do it, and then you can make your own.
I could be the next Versace.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure. Sure, Chris. Now, when you have little places to get into, it's better to have the smaller scissors because it's kind of hard to get into these corners right here with those bigger scissors. So we don't want, we want to get as much of it out as we can because we don't want it showing under the embroidery. But you just about have to have both pair of scissors to be able to do the embroidery and do it effectively so that you have clean lines and those kind of things.
Well, it's just like any hobby activity that you're involved in. Having the right tools makes all the difference in the world. And we really try to have the right tools for sewing for all of you. Also, if there's something that we don't carry that you'd like to see us carry, shoot me an email, come in the store and tell me what you'd like to see. I'm Elle Carswell at backauthority.com. But just come in and see us and say, I'd like to see you carrying such and such, and we'll do our best to get it. Definitely, though, having the right tools makes a difference.
And ladies, you know just how your spouses or significant other or whatever, they've got to have every tool in the world to do what they do in their garage or in their workshop or whatever.
Exactly.
You have to have the same thing.
Same thing, absolutely.
Okay, make sure that thread's pulled out. I got kind of pulled. And whenever you start an embroidery, you might want to hold on to your thread. And see, there I go again. There's the little lever not down after I put the thing in there. So, now it's going to embroider the edges around the flower. But I gotta get that cut first. I'm grabbing those threads sometimes.
It's interesting how the brother has that sweeper on the embroidery foot, just like the multi-needle machines.
Yeah.
Which I don't know of any other embroidery machine that does that, any domestic machine that does that, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So now it's going to do the embroidery around the satin stitch around the flower. So it's putting down the base for the design. And whenever the items are digitized for any of the embroidery, you have to have an underlayment. And if you don't have your threads, they don't have anything to hang on to. And so it puts down an underlayment under anything that you're going to do if you're wondering what in the world's going on. So, but it's going around. In that Sewing 101 class, that's a lot of fun, and the little bags that we do are just really cute. And they're just perfect to put your scissors in or your rotary cutter in. So especially your rotary cutters don't need to, the rotary cutters don't need to be so they could get knocked open by something else. Because you could put your hand in your bag to pick it up and it could be open, it could slash your hand.
Yeah.
Because they are razor blades. And so it's best to keep them in some kind of little container. And this bag is just perfect for it. And then that way you don't have to worry about scissors sticking in your hands either.
Exactly.
And then we'll do the zippers and buttonholes and do the box bottoms, and it's just a fun class, and you learn how to do buttons and buttonholes too, along with the prairie points, and how to put your buttonhole on in a small space, very small space, which is good.
All right. Well, Barb, we'll let this sew out, and we'll show them the finished one next week, because it'll be a few minutes. But
yeah, it will
here's
be.
the finished one, and this is what we'll be doing this Saturday,
Right.
June the 4th. We do have a couple of spots left, so if you're interested, call us or get online, jump online. Our June and July calendar is on our website, sewbackauthority.com. So we will look forward to seeing you early and often this summer. Don't forget that little coupon I talked about earlier. You may have to go back and watch the whole video. And Barbara and I will see you next week. Have a great week and have a wonderful Wednesday.
Right. And go sew something beautiful.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.